Where you at, Berto?
India Love ruined the Streamer Awards. I've been seeing a lot of clips of the Streamer Awards of different situations that were kind of weird and awkward, so I don't know if I just chalk it up to only India Love doing something that was odd, but she had a little Kanye moment, and I'm not mad at it. You know, streaming's all about content and entertainment, and I was entertained. Let's get right into the video and see what's going on. This video is by OMeezy.
Yo, Adapt. I'm gonna let you finish, but Rakai and DDG had the best streams all year. They should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year this year.
Definitely, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, shout out to FaZe Adapt though. Let's be honest though. DDG, even more than Rakai, I feel like he came and was like, yo, I'm about to take over the streaming shit. And he did. You gotta give the flowers where flowers are due, bro.
Real quick, y'all. I know Breakout Streamer of the Year went to Adapt. And congratulations, and we respect you for what you did. But Rakai should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year and DDG. I don't care what y'all say. Shut up, Rakai, shut up. Boom, 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 boom.
If you ever want your event ruined,
I'm not mad at that though. I genuinely fuck with that.
just invite a pick-me male-centered woman named India Love and give her a microphone. Just yesterday, the most divisive
Meezy, bro. Why? Hey, talk your shit, bro. I'm not mad at this. I like this.
event in streamer history took place, aka the Streamer Awards. The reason why it's noted as the most divisive event in streamer history is because up until this moment, there has been so much conversation surrounding it. Whether it be the fact that some kick streamers weren't involved in any of the categories, whether it be claims of it being a buddy-buddy system where friends of the show are being brought on and glazed on all night, or whether it be about QT Cinderella, the host of the Streamer Awards, doesn't really know anybody. She's just inviting whoever to stay in good graces. This event has so much controversy surrounding it going into it, it would only make sense that it would be a night of controversy. And while there are other things to elaborate on, we've got to get into the pick me queen, India Love, and how she ruined the Streamer Awards. If you haven't yet already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button to this channel. It goes a very, very long way. Now back into the video. Discourse around any award show is always about the nominees and who the committee decides to select as far as winners, losers, nominees, etc., etc. It never really seems fair, especially when your favorite artist or celebrity or whatever doesn't get represented, but ultimately it is what it is. Breakout Streamer of the Year is defined as a streamer who experienced explosive growth in the past year, establishing themselves amongst the top streamers as one of the most talked about names in streaming. Now, I think if you ask the casual viewing audience, they would have their opinions on this, and most notably, they would probably talk about Rakai and DDG, two people who, for better or for worse, have been in every single conversation. So when they didn't win the award, it came to a surprise for most of the internet.
DDG.
Was DDG there?
Vanilla Mace.
I don't even know who that is.
Wendolyn Ortiz.
How can Wendolyn be in that when I'm pretty sure didn't DDG put her on?
Wendolyn is her name? Who knew that?
And the Streamer Award goes to Adapt.
What has Adapt, like, I'm not trying to hate, just genuinely speaking, outside of any FaZe events that FaZe was hosting as a collective, what has Adapt done this year that was just like a breakout moment? I don't think we've reacted to one video where Adapt was the center of the video versus DDG has had so many viral moments. Rakai too. I'm probably giving it to DDG over Rakai, but Rakai won it fair enough. Hey man, I don't know. Yo, real quick, if you like making money, I need you to watch this part of the video. If you don't like making money, then go ahead and skip it, but that really should be none of y'all. I know you guys have been seeing me promote this new app called Free Cash, and the big talk of the town is
this a scam, Berto? What is this?
well, look at this guy and this guy, all people from our community that are making money through the Free Cash app. The link is in the description. Even one person from my boy Astro Dior's community made $1,000 using the Free Cash app. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, you can make free money while playing games on your phone. But let me break this down in a very clear way for you guys so you know exactly what's going on. When you sign up for Free Cash using the link in my description, once you're in, you're gonna see a list of games pop up. You download them, you play them, you beat the levels, get to the certain requirements that they tell you to hit, and once you get there, you're gonna get some credits sent to your account. Every single time you hit the requirements, you get paid real money, and they make the process so easy that that you can cash out that money into your PayPal or even gift cards. And yes, it is completely free to use. Now, there are some options where you can spend a little cheese to get through the level faster, but you don't need to do that. The reason why this is even possible is because these games are trying to get new players onto their platform, so they pay free cash to pay you to get people to play the game. Now, I know I showed you a crazy example of somebody making up to $1,000, which it's possible, but realistically, it might take some time. This is just an easy way you can make an extra 10, maybe 20 bucks, just doing something that you guys probably do for free anyway. So if you're gonna be bullshitting on your phone playing games, why not get paid? So if you've been on the fence, this is your sign. Click the link in my description and try out a few games. And when you make your money, take a screenshot and send it to me, bro, because I want to see y'all make that cheese. Because if I'm winning, I want to make sure y'all winning too. I love y'all. Y'all know what to do. Link in the description, and you're gonna get a $5 bonus using my shit. Now let's get right back to the video. Where you at, family?
Second nomination and first win.
Now, I'm not here to make a claim about who should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year, what it even means, did this person break out, X, Y, and Z. That doesn't necessarily matter to me. What I am here to discuss is the pick Misha of the entire group, India Love. Granted, it's okay to be upset, but what she did is just so inexcusable. She pulled a Kanye West / Little Mama, or a Little Mama / Kanye West, and decided to run up on stage, take the mic, and give this drunken monologue about who she thinks should have won.
Y'all, I know Breakout Streamer of the Year went to Adapt. And congratulations, and we respect you for what you did. But Rakai should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year and DDG. I don't care what y'all say. Shout out Rakai, shout out, blah, 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 blah.
Hey, bro, it's like, obviously she shouldn't have done that. Obviously. But I'm not mad she did it. These are the moments that we live for in history of content. I live to be entertained.
Now, Miss India, you know that was wildly inappropriate. Like I said, I'm all for people having their own sorts of opinions, but does that mean that I interrupt this show in order to do what she did? Absolutely not.
And, I will say, all jokes aside, regardless of what you believe, FaZe Adapt just won. It's a special moment. Anybody that were to win, would want to feel proud and celebrated in that moment. I mean, that's the whole point. It's an award show. So I guess, at the end of the day, to get on stage and then downplay his accomplishment on such a big special night, it's pretty fucking lame. I'm not going to lie. But again, I'm looking at it through two lenses. There's the ethical lens, probably shouldn't have done it. But then from the entertainment lens, hey, I'm here for it.
Because we'd be there all night with everybody disagreeing, with this person winning, that person losing, etc., etc. At what point do we draw some sort of conclusion? Now, do I agree that Adapt should have won the award? My personal opinion, potentially not. I could not be as tapped in as I should be, but DDG and Rakai had a super big year. But I also thought Blackboy Max took things to an entire different level. But
he did. But I think Blackboy Max lost a little bit of steam, when he got sick and he had to take a break. And, fair enough. But, we're still got to look at the numbers. It's kind of like if I'm in the NBA and I'm balling out and I'm going crazy and I get unfortunately injured, do I still win MVP? You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, that's just not how it works.
Never, and I mean ever, and I do mean ever, when I walk on stage to interrupt them from their award show that they're giving. That's just the dumbest thing in the world. And rightfully so, she faced consequences for being a pick Misha, and she got kicked out of the event promptly. And not to be on some Karen or any sort of police timing, but yeah, no, you should have been kicked out. I'm glad they took swift measures because they put a lot of effort and energy into this. But that's just the start of the conversation. What happens after that was so baffling to me, but it also lines up with who India Love is. As she's backstage or at some sort of after party having these conversations with these different streamers, it almost seems as though she doesn't realize what she's done and is just living in this moment of whether it be ignorance or still happy about the life that she's living, etc., etc.
Now, as soon as you did that, the Rakai DDD shit, I'm like, the Rakai DDD shit, I'm like, oh shit.
What do you mean?
We went up to the stage. I'm like,
oh, you forgot already.
You a savage. For real? For that?
As soon as I sat down, I said, excuse me, you gotta go. Like that with my arm. I said, wait.
Yes, like you don't even take care of your little sister.
No, but honestly, like when I see Rickon, I didn't like how he was sitting.
Yeah.
Like that nigga ran 2025. No cap, not like that, but like he should have been like more like, man, fuck this shit. But I didn't like how he was feeling. So I'm like, nah, everybody got to go. That nigga should have won. He didn't should have won. What was you talking about? Like no.
Mind you,
Again, I'm not mad at it. It's just India. You do have to realize too, even if you were looking at this from a selfish angle, like you just burnt so many bridges, you know, you just like, it's just not a good business move to be moving like this. But again, hey,
she's 35. Idiot, you're a grown woman. A child losing an award and them being emotional about it, or at least the appearance of being emotional about it, isn't the biggest of deals in the world.
I don't know if I'm loving Omizi's take on this one though. I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. I'm not like, I know you say you're not trying to come off as like the Karen of the situation, but it's just like I'm not necessarily loving your take on this because at the end of the day, I'm not saying who cares. We're watching it. This is content, so I'm not mad at this. It's just when I just think about it from a place of, you know, who India has been, and that's expected behavior. Like she's only a relevant streamer because of DDG. You know what I mean? And even with the relevance that she has, she's not that big of a streamer. Like, and I feel like she's trying to break into the industry, but the point is like, India Love, this is not what is like going to be her make or break, whether she can go to the streamer awards or not. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be continuously collaborating with people like DDG, Deshae Frost, you know, the circle that she's already in and growing, you know, and slowly building her own audience in. So I don't necessarily feel like this is going to affect her that much. And I guarantee you, the way these award shows and the way these like, it's so fucking rigged and doesn't even matter. Because, I mean, shit, let's be honest. FaZe Adapt won when he probably shouldn't have won. So shit's so fucking rigged. If there's a world where India Love actually blows up to be one of the top streamers at any point in her career, I guarantee you they're inviting her back to the next award show. So it's just like, I'm not necessarily ready to stand and die on this hill that what she did was so out of pocket, when it's like they probably are gonna grift to whoever they believe is popping and deserves the right moment anyway.
An opinion, that's fine. Don't try to lump Rakai into this situation. What you did was just straight up wrong. And I know what you did it for.
But it was wrong.
The validation of the bros. That's why you're so excited to tell Deshae and other streamers about what you did. And ultimately, the reason why, the justification. So it makes sense why she would be smirking when she gets phone calls from different streamers talking about what she did was fire, what she did was X, Y, and Z, blase, blase, blah.
Hold on, Des is calling me, chat. My heart.
That was some blood. That was blood.
Hey, you know me, I'm super.
That was some Kanye little mama. You walked up with her, what the fuck, bloody? Where you at?
You know, what needed to happen. I was gonna make it happen regardless. You know what's crazy though, Des? On my life, when I went over there to go talk to Rakai, I didn't like his demeanor. Like, Rakai head was down. Rakai didn't have his light. I'm like, nah, niggas need to feel this shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, he just didn't have, like, Rakai's head was down. His whole, like, I didn't like that shit.
So why not encourage him? Why not uplift him in that moment? Why sit there and try to appeal to these young male gazes? While she is getting some sort of backlash from this situation, it is coming from a lot of the FaZe members, especially the loudest and the proudest of them. But ultimately, they on the right side of history, because what FaZe Kason says in this situation is exactly how India Love would feel if anybody did this to her. FaZe Kason says, no class, just beyond unnecessary and weird. A commenter says, I mean, Rakai deserved it, completely robbed. Kason responds with, whether whoever deserved it or not, you can't justify that. Beyond unnecessary.
Yeah, and you know, this is the part of the conversation where I do have to take a step back and be like, and I said it already, you know, if I won, you know, I'd be like, damn, let me have my moment. You know what I'm saying? I worked hard too, though. You know, regardless of how you feel, I still showed up every day too, though. Can I be celebrated and enjoy my moment that I won? So I get it. You know, y'all gotta understand. Sometimes I be talking my little shit and I'm joking a little bit, but I'm giving y'all the full perspective of just how my mind works though too.
Serious and disrespectful, and put some respect on Adapt's name. He had an insane year and definitely deserved all the love he got. If there was a biggest pick me of the year award and India Love won it, and somebody ran up on stage and said that, oh no, Nina Lynn was the biggest pick me of the year, India Love would be pissed off about it. You can feel the way you feel. Communicate that to your audience, your community. Have that on your stream. But the way you went about it was very, very childish.
I feel bad for Rukai.
That's what I said.
Because like,
Yeah.
she had, and India had security drag her out for that.
We were sitting right next to her.
And Ray screamed face up when she was getting kicked out.
Now Rukai is brought into some situation and drama that he didn't need to have to be in, which is crazy because you're using him as an excuse for you to be ignorant, for you to be immature, for you to be some sort of pick me.
That is true. I do have to agree with that.
Not too long ago, India Love talked about changing her whole image, you know, as she's aging, not carrying into her next phase in life, these childish ways, etc., etc.
I don't know about changing my style at 30, but I'll definitely be elevating my style at 30. And I will be toning it down as far as the raunchiness and my behavior and how I dress. I'm gonna be turning it down. It's not gonna be an overnight thing. But I'm working towards being more modest, and I'm working towards like being more that category. But in due time. I'm not in a rush. I just know what I'm working towards, and I have to put in the work for that, for sure.
You say you're not rushing changing, but I'm telling you right now, you need to rush to change. And that same night where she bum rushed the stage to give this sort of announcement, she blamed her alcohol and weed addictions as to the reasons why she does the.
She's been saying that too much though. Hell nah. Then wasn't she just smooched up with Michael Phelps not too long ago and she blamed it on alcohol and weed? Yeah, nah.
The things she does, and she's slowly starting to phase those things out because at this big age she needs until January 3rd to learn and establish some sort of boundaries, aka some sort of basic civilities in life.
I want you guys to just be a part of my journey because it's a journey, and I'm okay with showcasing my ups and downs, and it's okay, but that's what I want to do. January 3rd, no weed, no alcohol.
Talk about accountability.
So
30 years
until
old.
January 3rd, I will learn my boundaries of like how many drinks does it take to get with me type shit, you know?
Oh, India, you are just the most foolish person in the world. I'm making claims that India Love is a pick-me because I believe that she does all these things for the male gaze, the male attention, and for male validation. I mean, she literally said multiple times that night that she felt like she had to do this because the culture or the people in the audience felt a certain way. And you know what, India? Let's see. Let's put that one to the test. You went up there and you said you did it for DDG specifically, but when I went back and looked at how he was responding to you post that event and on stream about the situation, it doesn't seem like he was on your side.
It's 80-20.
Yeah, you met him before, but he was asking about you.
Yeah, man.
Yo,
Yeah.
you cool? Yeah. How you doing, brother?
You need to take a pic with me real quick, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, fuck that. Come on, bro. Come on.
What are we watching right now? Just because DDG's not all over India?
Real talk.
I seen what India did. I checked on her, made sure she was straight. I know a lot of y'all felt frustrated, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Shout out to Adapt. Adapt went crazy. Everybody went crazy in their own way. You know, that's the point of a community. It's the point of a community is, nigga, we in this shit together.
Even the person that you went to bat for didn't have as much energy and fervor as you did. Why? Because DDG is almost 30 and he's grown to at least the point where he realizes that, hey, that's not appropriate to do. Oftentimes in this streamer conversation, I give a lot of grace, especially to these newer people who are adjusting to this environment. I do think there's a lot of pressure to perform 24/7 and to make a name for yourself. But I don't think that people realize that before India Love got a microphone in front of her face, people did not know what she sounded like. And she did not say stupid things because she wasn't allowed to speak.
When India Love and her sisters popped up on the scene as our first blazing baddies of IG, we knew nothing of them except for what they looked like. There was a point in time where we did not hear our influencers. We never heard them.
Brother.
We only saw them. They were
Yeah, that's true.
to be seen and
Just the IG baddies.
I miss it.
to watch her on this stream speak honestly was so jarring for me, because she was always almost a figment of my imagination, just a picture. She was always just a picture to me. Seeing her in 3D walking around with a BBL now added, it was so interesting. I'm like, wow, you're real.
And it seems like every opportunity that she's been given a mic, she has literally just embarrassed herself in an attempt to validate herself in front of men who ultimately will not pick her. The stuff she says might sound good in a vacuum, but when you put the caveat on it that she's like 30 for real. She's like 29 in 11 months. She'll be 30 really.
All right, why y'all keep drilling the whole 30 thing, man? I'm 29. Okay? Damn. Y'all making this shit seem like it's a goddamn plague. It's okay to be turned 30.
Soon. But if you just heard her speak, didn't know her voice, closed your eyes, you would think that this is some sort of 17-year-old. India has some really bad and embarrassing tape.
You know what my motto is? There's a bitch that turns 18 every day, okay? So you need to be on your shit. And I'm not finna be the bitch that used to be the cool bitch. No, I'm gonna always be the cool bitch. Forever and ever and ever. And y'all gonna know me as being the original cool LA bitch. That's just what it is. I'm never gonna be like washed. I'm never gonna be like in the past. I'm always gonna be like the one. Like I'm the blueprint. Like I know y'all know that.
And let's also not forget about how mean she was at DDG's Are You My Ball love show earlier this year, basically ruining the show by a lot of people's accords by being mean to some of the nicest individuals who are literally just there to play the game.
Are you so shocked? Oh, tell us all about it.
I don't know. I think we go together, but...
Huh?
I think we go together.
Yeah, wait, who was that?
I think we go together.
Who?
Me and Moo.
Oh, it's over with now. Can I have the ring? I don't think y'all go together. It's not really a chance anymore, but thank you.
Damn.
God bless you, and you look beautiful. All right,
That was mean as fuck.
we appreciate your time.
So weird. I honestly don't think that this is the lane for India Love. Specifically because I know the trajectory of being a pick-me around all these guys, well, hell, any guys, and what happens to you in your career. When she said she was the blueprint, she was absolutely correct. For a specific generation, she is the blueprint as to how to be a pick-me in this industry, how to go through a bunch of guys in this industry, but ultimately be 29 facing 30. And not saying that age is this super big deal, but specifically speaking, because she has stated these goals about being married, I think it is really relevant.
Like, I really desire like my own family and to be a wife and to have a home and to be like the best mom. And
I feel like with women like India Love, they're so cooked because she's so desensitized to like just really being able to settle down. Like her life is too fast paced, on to the next. You know what I'm saying? Just listen to what she had said in that one clip talking about, oh, I'm forever going to be the cool bitch. I'm forever going to be relevant. It's like that type of mentality in a woman, bro. I ain't going to lie. I don't think there's no recovering from that. You never really lose that. That's what we see in the Kardashians. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at fucking, what's her name? I forget her name, but the grandma Kardashian, the one that just changed her face completely, and now she look like she goddamn 20 years old again. It's like, yo, it's okay to age. It's okay to kind of sit back and let the new gen, take over. Your time is up. But this mentality is like, nah, bro, they trying to run this shit till it's over with.
the best family member to my entire family.
And it's like you can't have a family and be a mother and be a feminine woman and submissive woman with this type of mentality.
And once you desire something, it's on you to make that shift in your behavior and in your circumstances and in your self-discipline. So that's what I've really been working on these last couple months.
India, you can have those desires all that you want, but you're not walking in the steps in order to get that done. We can look at all of the historic pick-me's and where it's gotten them. Ultimately, what's going to happen is that your card is going to expire. You talk about how you're essentially competing with these 17-year-olds. Well, I'm going to let you know, India, the men that you're trying to impress are also 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 years old. So guess what's going to happen eventually? You're not going to be the it girl. It just is what it is. And people are going to stop returning your phone calls and entertaining you because you just seem like the annoying older woman in the room.
Wait, India Love with the 10 gifted? I ain't gonna lie, India Love, me and her haven't been locked in since Streamer U. Appreciate you, India. W India.
Not saying that it's completely cooked for you. Hell, Drea Michelle had a baby by a 23-year-old while she was 43. So there's always a chance. But I'm telling you right now, this pick me epidemic has got to stop. And the
y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I mean, at the end of the day, I do operate from a place that anybody can change their fate, you know, if they lock in and you know, make the changes that they need to make to become a better person. But, you know, she said what she want. We saw it in 4K, man. So, I don't know. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. My name's Berto. Where you at, family?
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look too easy.